Hello, today we are going to perform experiment named as to measure S parameter of directional coupler. So this is our micro test bench setup diagram in which we are having a gun power supply. Here we are giving voltage and current to the gun oscillator to turn on the gun oscillator and working it as an oscillator. The output of this gun oscillator goes to the isolator, which is a one-way communicated device. Thereafter, it is going into the signal goes into the pin modulator, and the pin modulator is again getting a supply from the gun power supply. Thereafter, output of pin modulator goes to the variable attenuator, where we are keeping our attenuation to the zero value, or the minimum attenuation has been set by the variable attenuator. Then we are keeping our measuring device, that is directional coupler, and we are finding the outputs of the directional coupler from the detector mount, either from the oscilloscope or from the SWR meter. So here you can see this is the directional coupler, where we are keeping port number 4 as terminated port, and we are only measuring the outputs from port number 1, port number 2 and port number 3 only, as fourth port is the terminated port. I mean to say the back power of the direction coupler is terminated. So based on that, the observation is to be found out, and we are giving input from port 1, 2 and 3, keeping the back power as terminated, so we are not putting anything onto the observation table. And then we are going for the conclusion part.
Welcome to the measurement part of a directional coupler. This is our practical setup for directional coupler. We are having a gun power supply. The power is given to the gun oscillator, where from there power goes to isolator, which is followed by pin modulator. We are having a variable fixed attenuator, and that power is given to the detector mount. Now we will measure, or we will check whether our circuitry or our setup is working properly or not. We have already set up our gun bias voltage is equal to 7.2 volt, and we have done modulation, that is internal modulation, using this mode select switch. So we have provided internal modulation which will generate a square wave. Now we will check in CRO that we are getting the square wave or not. If we are getting square wave, then this setup is working properly. So you can clearly see we are receiving the square wave that we have transmitted from our pin modulator. This is 1 kilohertz square wave. Next is we will check what is the input power we are getting at this detector without inserting our component. So I will insert this into SWR meter, and you can read the power is equal to 5.80 dB, and range select switch is at 40 dB. So our input power to this setup or to the directional coupler is minus 6.40 dB, minus 6.40 dB. Next we will insert our component, that is directional coupler. This is our directional coupler to this place, and we will measure power given to this port and other ports. Start. Now we have inserted the directional coupler into our setup. So this is the directional coupler. This will look like this one. So this is our port number 1. We have given power to port number 1. This is port number 1. We have given power to this port number 1. We are measuring power at port number 2. This is our port number 2, where we have connected this detector mount, and output of detector mount is given to SWR meter. And the third port, this port, this is match terminated, so there will be no reflection and we will get a correct result. Now we will see, you can see the range switch is at 40 dB, and we are getting power is equal to minus 7.20 dB. So we are giving input power is equal to 6.40 dB, and at the output of port 2, right now we are giving power to port 1 and we are measuring power at port 2. So this will be the blank, and at port 2 we are getting minus 7.20 dB. Next, we are measuring power at port 3. We are giving power, input power to port 1, and we are measuring power at port 3, while port 2 is match terminated. So the power reads from SWR meter. Since this switch, range switch is at 40 dB, you can see this is at 40 dB. So we are having message, it is switch range. Now we will increase this range switch from 40 to 50 dB. So I am increasing this from 40 to 50. Still there is message called switch range. Once again I will increase the range switch, and this will be at 60 dB. At 60 dB we are seeing power is equal to minus 0.90 dB. So since we have measuring switch, range switch at 40 dB, that was our reference, and now our range switch at 60 dB. So we have to take this reading read as minus 20 dB, minus 1 minus 20 dB, it means minus 21 dB. So we will write this is at minus, actually this is minus 0.90 dB. So 0.90 at 60 dB range switch. So this will be equal to minus 90 minus 20, minus 90 plus, sorry, plus minus 20 dB. Since we have switched our range switch 20 dB from, so this will be equal to minus 20.09 dB. So this is our case number 2. We are giving power to port number 2 and we are measuring power at port number 1. This is port number 1, port number 2, and port number 3 is match terminated. We can see the result. Once again the switch is placed at minus 40 dB. The range select switch is at 40 dB, and we are getting power is equal to minus 7.20 dB. So we are giving power from port number 2 and we are measuring power at port number 1. This will be equal to minus 7.20 dB. Now we have given power to port number 2. We have terminated port 1 with match termination, and at port 3 we are measuring power because we have attached this detector mount, and we can see that power, this is at 40 dB range select switch, and the message is switch range, so we have to extend this range. Right now it is at 50 dB. Still there is a switch range, so once again we will increment this by 10 dB, and you can see the power is minus 6 point, or it is equal to 7. It is stable now, so it is minus 6.80 dB. So our power will be at the port 3, this is at 60 dB range switch, so this will be equal to minus 20 minus 6.20, it means minus 26.02 dB. For case number 3, we are giving power to port number 3 and we are measuring power at port number 1. We have connected this detector mount at port number 1, which will measure the power, and port number 2 is match terminated. So we can see from the SWR meter that Right now SWR meter is having a range of 40 dB and it is displaying the message switch range. So we have to increment the range switch by 10 dB. So this will be at 50 dB, still it is showing same message, that is switch range. Once again we will increment this by 10 dB. Now there is some reading. So this is minus 0.80 dB. So we have to add 20 dB since earlier we are having at a 40 dB range select switch and right now it is at 60 dB range select switch. So this will be 20 dB. So we will have power. We are giving power to port number 3. We are giving power to port number 3. We are measuring at port number 1 and we are getting reading is equal to minus 0.80 and we are adding minus 20 dB to this, which will give us minus 20.80 dB. So once again we have connected power to port number 3 and we are measuring power at port number 2 and we have match terminated port number 1. So we are giving power to port number 3 and we are measuring at port number 2. You can see from SWR meter it is displaying switch range while range select switch is at 40 dB. So we will increase the range select switch to 50 dB. Still it is displaying same message, that is switch range. Still we are increasing range select switch and this is at 60 dB. Still same message is displayed. So we are getting power which is smaller than minus 29 dB because this is the range is greater than our reference is at 40 dB and we have increment to 60 dB. Still we are getting same message. It means we are getting power less than minus 30 dB. So we can write, when we are giving power to port number 3 and we are measuring at port number 2, we are getting power less than minus 30 dB.